Game Week 3 saw very few clean sheets, with Aston Villa, Southampton and Newcastle the only sides to keep out their opponents. Alexander-Arnold found his second assist of the season, but Liverpool went on to concede a single consolation goal for a third successive game. Salah and Sterling continue to justify their places as the most owned midfielders in the game, but it was another week where the vice-captain outscored the captain. The two free transfers used to bring in Martial and Pukki proved worthwhile, though the Frenchman is now a doubt ahead of this weekend. A score of 62 points was enough to see a sizable green arrow up to 274k in the overall rankings. There are a couple of targets to bring in as short-term punts, before potentially using the wildcard in Game Week 6. West Ham forward Haller could come in for Josh King ahead of a meeting with Norwich for the Hammers. The Bournemouth forward has done little to impress in the opening weeks besides slotting home the penalty against Aston Villa. But if the injury to Martial turns out to be a long-term problem, it may be better to instead prioritise selling him, with David Silva and Mason Mount under consideration. Here's how the team could line up for Game Week 4. A clean sheet looks extremely unlikely for Brighton in Game Week 4, but Matt Ryan could rack up the saves, with Man City averaging 8 shots on target per game so far. It's been a frustrating start for the Liverpool double-up, but Game Week 6 looks like the time to potentially move one of them on, with fixtures against Burnley and Newcastle up next. The Reds allowed Arsenal just 4 shots inside the box, with only Everton conceding fewer in Game Week 3. Digne faces a Wolves side that have managed just 2 big chances this season, the lowest of any team in the league, while Zinchenko hosts a surprisingly attacking Brighton side, who rank joint 3rd for big chances so far. But City have conceded the fewest shots inside the box in the first 3 game weeks, and only lost the clean sheet to a wonder free kick from Harry Wilson last weekend. We're awaiting an update on Martial after he suffered a thigh injury during the defeat to Crystal Palace. If it's only a short-term problem, it may be an option to move the Frenchman to the bench in favour of Mason Greenwood, on the assumption that Solskjaer could use the youngster as his replacement. Sterling ranks top amongst all players with a total of 6 big chances this season, while Salah comes in joint second place with 5, alongside Aguero. Between them, the pair of premium midfielders have been directly involved in 9 goals, and the Englishman has scored in each of the 3 matches. Although he's disappointed so far, Jose Perez will get what is likely to be a last chance saloon, with Leicester welcoming Bournemouth to the King Power Stadium. The Cherries have shipped 5 goals this season, conceding a total of 11 big chances. Only West Ham have allowed opponents more. Teemu Pukki joins Sterling as the Premier League's current top goalscorer, and the pair also rank joint first with tallies of 12 shots inside the box. No player has fired more efforts on target than the Norwich forward this season. Although the free transfer hasn't been used just yet, Haller is likely to be the man that comes in. The 25-year-old arrived at West Ham after a successful 2018-19 season in the Bundesliga, where he netted 15 times and provided 9 assists in 29 appearances. Norwich have faced the most shots on target this season, while West Ham have allowed opponents the most big chances, so this game looks likely to contain plenty of goals. Mo Salah is a contender for the armband, but Burnley have conceded the joint fewest big chances this season, making it hard to look past Raheem Sterling. Although Brighton appear to have improved under Graham Potter, they'll face a tough task keeping out a Man City side that have scored the most goals, had the most big chances, and taken the most shots across the opening 3 game weeks.